Helm. Welcome back to another SAF podcast with your boys, and with one of your little hosts here, Sterling Silver. Hello, hola, ¿cómo están? We are joined here today with another host, Josiah. Who are you again, Josiah?
It is I, Beastmaster, tamer of all things, with my new pupper in my lap right here, Frankie. She's such a good girl. She's falling asleep in my lap. That's what I'm all about now. I'm a dad.
He went home and been a family man.
Yep. I freaking am a family man. She woke me up at 3 a.m. so I could let her out.
Oh, no. Get used to that.
She's a good girl, though. I'm glad she woke me up. I'm glad I didn't roll over and poop.
That is true.
And joined today again, a regular little guest, Matt Ferrugia. Who are you again, Matthew?
Hey, folks.
I mean Matthias.
I am,
Some people's high school days never really stop haunting them. And, thanks to Sterling, that's always going to be the case for me. Hey, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Hoshinengi enthusiast, here to talk to you about the reboot of Hoshinengi that I didn't even know existed until 30 minutes ago when I saw it on Crunchyroll.
Okie dokie.
Feeling very conflicted. That's all.
And
Amazing.
now, a special guest, one of our early adapters of the Hokage roles, Spencer Peters.
Hello.
Who are
I'm
you?
fucking Spencer Peters. I go in the group and I don't really do anything, but I just go and play video fighting games all day. That's all I do. I play video
That's
fighting
cool, though.
games and talk to my fiance about fighting games. And then I go to bed and dream about playing fighting games.
So that's a good, very personal topic to start on. You have a fiance now that you still haven't told me about.
Yeah, I haven't really
Yes.
told many people just because, like, we're lazy. We don't really care.
Yeah. So what's his name?
Right hand. No,
Yes.
her name's Kelly.
Sounds like a
and
native
she lives
name.
near, like, where John lives. She lives over in Georgia. Yeah, that's a dude name.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. She's small and Asian and super smart. Way smarter than I am. Pretty sure anyways. And we play fighting games.
You haven't taken the test yet?
I think I could just tell by, like, the context clues of our life that I'm a college dropout and she's, like, about to get a PhD.
Okie dokie.
Seems to make
How
sense.
old is she? She's about to get a PhD. Jeez Louise.
She just turned 30 last October.
Damn.
Yeah, she's older. Older than me.
Yeah,
Anyway.
she's robbing the cradle, man. Damn.
Yeah.
Of course, what was it? My cousin, who was like 30 this year, his wife is younger than me, and I forget about it because she's like a middle school teacher, and every time I talk to her, I'm like, oh yeah, you seem so refined, and like a couple years older than me. And then she like lets loose, and I'm like, oh yeah, you're like 2 years younger than me. What the hell?
Yeah. It's so weird.
It is weird.
Oh well.
That's
Really
good. Good for you.
Thank
Shoulder
you.
pat.
Yeah.
Well done,
Yes.
Spencer.
I just wanted
Pat
I wanted
Spencer.
the chance to both publicly drag the details out while also congratulating you.
Yeah. And there's not too much detail besides just it happened, and like we're gonna get married after I get out of the
Alright.
military, which is pretty soon. So we'll hopefully find like a concrete date soon. Other than that, it's kind of like,
Good.
yep.
That way I can fly out.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are gonna fly out for this motherfucking thing. I don't know if I want to have it in Georgia where we have like a collective group of our friends, or do it in Minnesota where like there's all my friends that like probably can't afford a plane ticket.
Well, do it. Okay. Here's my personal and professional advice is to do it in Georgia because Georgia is a giant hub for flights, and it's much cheaper to get to a flight to Georgia than it is to Minnesota.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I'll take that into consideration.
Also, try and see if you can plan the wedding during like cheap flight season.
What is like cheap flight season? Like not
well, it
Christmas
depends on.
time?
Well, yeah, it usually be like in a weird like October, November. Well, not November. You don't want to run into like Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
or like January after January 1st. You know, like just kind of in between some major holidays. Usually in the winter months because people don't travel because they've already traveled a whole bunch during the holidays.
Yeah.
That's why I went to go see Tim and Matt in October was because. Not a lot of people fly to Canada in October because that's when it starts getting really cold and it's before like the actual holiday months, and so that was like a good time for me. I got a round trip ticket for $200 up to Canada.
Okay.
It was really cheap, yeah. So just there are some websites you can just Google search and they'll tell you like the way it works and like what's the most flown time and when it's cheapest to go certain places.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, congratulations.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Well done, Spencer.
I have to dust off the old top hat.
Or the fedora.
I'm sorry to Tribly. Thank you.
So, now that you got that out of the way, Spency, anything that you wanna spiel about that for all that time you've been gone from us?
I played fighting games, like usual.
Yeah, boy.
Played like
Of course.
pretty much played that. I did watch a few anime series. I'm trying to think of everything I've watched, but it accumulates to like I watched like a season and a half of Shokugeki no Soma with the fiance because she was like, "Look at this funny weird shit," and I was like, "Okay," it was really weird, but I still liked it because it was just food Naruto. And then I watched all of Haikyuu. And I thought that was really fucking cool. That was like a year ago. And then as of like recent stuff, Psychopaths was super good. And like the most recent thing I think I watched was right after a major. I watched all of Devilman on the fucking flight back home. And Devilman was super fucking cool.
Cry, baby.
Yeah. And then other than that, I've just been like watching the Dragon Ball Super second opening like 50 times and then be like, oh, maybe I should watch the show, and then I probably won't watch the show. Just like keep up on it through memes.
You ready for One Punch Man 2 coming out this year?
It's hard to really tell if Super is good or not sometimes. I mean that sincerely.
It
like just a constant state of being like on the fence.
what I
Or
see
like
is
on the
just like
fence.
just seems like the typical like shonen stuff now. Like it seems much more like how shonens are nowadays, where like I think it's got like a wider spread of characters. Where like I remember like I was looking at the old like the We Got a Power opening to like when Gohan is like quote unquote the main character for like 5 episodes, and it's like they only show off like up to like less than 20 characters in an entire opening, I think, and like. In this opening, in the second one of Super, there's like definitely over 20. There's like probably like 40 people that you see in that trailer, and it does the usual thing of like you see like 40 characters, but 30 of them you see for like a shot, and then you see just the main dude and then the Vegeta. I don't know which one is the best OG way to describe it. Like I would say the Sasuke, but Vegeta definitely came before Sasuke.
I don't know.
Prove it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Was this
I don't know.
Devilman's the ripoff of fucking I don't fucking know. The usual meme of people confusing old stuff with new stuff.
Berserk.
I think no.
Devilman is a rip.
That's a poor
It wasn't like
comparison.
Devilman and Berserk, it was just like what the it was some fucking
Evangelion.
it was another anime that got like a new adaptation recently, or maybe it was a game or something. It was just like a thing that got a new adaptation, and it was like there's another show that was more popular that kind of paid an homage to it, and then like it was the usual thing where people would find funny memes of like, oh, this is just a ripoff of this. Like I think it might have been like it'll probably hit me like a half an hour later. This is horrible for fucking radio. Oh man.
No, it's all good.
Oh god.
Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
Don't worry, we mess up all the time.
Yeah. That's all that I've been playing pretty much every fighting game that has come out since like before time, at least a little bit here and there, except for I have not played Injustice 2 yet. But I might buy it.
Why
It's
not?
just I never get along with NetherRealm games. Well, like they don't have the usual thing that can just key you in, which is this like big crazy anime shit. And I also think that like I think it's like a really like not exciting game. Like I think the music is very weak or like non-existent, and then I don't care too much for a lot of the characters. Like there's a few characters I do like I'll always like Sub-Zero because he's so fucking iconic or whatever. But I'll play like Injustice or whatever, and it's like, oh wow, I really don't like DC characters because I'm an asshole, and I probably just play the Flash. But they like, I swear they like read everybody's mind that thought like that, and they're like, oh, what if we put the Ninja Turtles in the game? And then literally like everybody was like,
Sold.
oh, I want to play as the Ninja Turtles though. So now I'm tempted to just drop like $60
I can't talk
for a
shit at all
stupid game.
because I'm
so I can
super
play as,
guilty
like,
of feeling like that. That fucking
But I
Ninja
don't
Turtles
know.
trailer landed, and yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
just think how many
Yeah,
good
100%.
Ninja Turtle
It's really
games will come
funny how
out
they like roped everybody
in the
in
last
with it.
decade.
Yeah,
Especially
and there's
like
that.
any ones that have to do with fighting.
There's like tons of fighting games
I like
that
it
are coming
from
out. The new
I
Under
like
Night
it
came
from
out
like an
for anybody that cares
aesthetic
about
point
that.
of view, but
There's
see,
the
like
Blaze
I love fighting games, but I don't spend nearly enough time in them to become competent in like a variety of them. So I'll get good at like Tekken because I fucking love Tekken. But like when I
Yeah.
think of picking up something like Under Night, for example, like I automatically go to, okay, if I pick this up, if I don't invest like at least blank dozen hours in it, then there's not really much point. So I can't justify buying it. But from like a visual sense, Under Night looks fucking great, you know?
Mm-hmm. I feel you, because it takes a lot. It's like a lot out of your wallet. Where I've been having this conversation recently. That's like probably like a better way to like talk about more shit in general and segue. Because I don't want to end up making the podcast just like 2 hours of Spencer talks about fighting games because it's his whole fucking life. That's it. And that's super lame for like anybody that doesn't care, which that's understandable. But I was talking just with a lot of people at work where it's like, this is like, not only is this like probably like the year of fighting games, this is the year of just like games in general. It almost seems where like it's not even it's a little bit past like the middle of February, but like there's already been like 6 or 7 games that have come out that I'm like, oh, I want to get that game. Oh, it's like just came out, it's full price. It's like, oh my god, I fucking spent like $200 on fucking video games already.
I saw your interest peak quite a bit when I made that post about the Secret of Mana remake.
Yeah, Secret of Mana is fucking awesome. I played it a bunch as a kid on an emulator, sadly, but I always thought it was super cool. And then I found out recently that like me and the fiance are both in the same position where like we really like it, but we never like 100% finished it. And so we tried to play it again recently, and like it's just been like really goofy. And then we're like, oh, we can just like play the fucking remake because the remake came out, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot that this happened. Like, I need to get this and play this, and we need to play this together. And I hope it's like just as good as the SNES game. But I know that like it's got a whole new like 3D look to it and all that stuff too.
Secret of Mana, all things considered, and looking at like every game across the library, like I'd have to say for sure that Secret of Mana is my favorite SNES game, like period. So if you want to talk about fucking Secret of Mana, then trust me, you've already got someone invested in on that.
Gotcha. Yeah, the Secret of Mana is definitely cool. I think when I move in with her and we both
Sounds
find
good.
time, we'll probably sit down and try to play the crap out of that thing. And then like, yeah, it's like that came out. That was cool. And then in January, it was like, I remember Monster Hunter World and fucking Dragon Ball came out on the same fucking day, which was like, I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know who
crazy.
thought that was a good idea, but it's like there's so many people that are just like fucking dead. And it's like, oh, like all these poor people that like don't make bajillions of dollars. It's like, do I want fucking Monster Hunter or do I want Dragon Ball? And for a lot of people, it was just the easy choice of like, well, I don't fucking play fighting games. Who's gonna buy the game that's gonna have like 300 hours at minimum worth of fucking playtime. And I'm like, oh, I totally, like, everybody that was like, yeah, I bought Monster Hunter World instead of Dragon Ball, was like, oh, I totally understand. Like, Dragon Ball is really, really fun and really, really good. But World makes so much more sense. It's just like, it's the common idea of like, you're going to get so much more in general out of that game, especially if like you're not a big fighting game guy. Like, if you're a big Dragon Ball guy, then you should probably get it. But even if you are, I would almost still always suggest like World over it, unless you're like me, where it's just like you're so fucking hardcore into Dragon Ball, where like I bought it and I was like, I'm probably only gonna play it like a little bit, and then I'll go play World with a bunch of people and like just play World super hard. And then it was just like I spent the whole fucking day playing Dragon Ball, and I was like, oh, whoops. I guess I'm just gonna keep playing this, and I'm like barely far all in World, and it's like I've already like done so much fucking shit in fucking DBSE, where like I think the only things that I haven't done is like max out my online rank, the usual like nitpicky shit, and then I haven't unlocked Android 21 because the story mode is like super long. Like it's like 15 hours minimum, they said, even if you like skip all the cutscenes, and I was like, holy crap. Like, it's really
it's
good
like
for
a real
people
game.
that like want to like have single player content. Like, there's a lot of really good single player stuff in it, which is nice. But on the other end, it's like, I just want to get the character so I know what the fuck she fucking does. Like, I still don't know what this character's like moves like are. Like, if I played the character, I would just be like, like I fought against her a few times, but that's like kind of different. Like, it's a different experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, those came out. And they're both super fucking great. And then next month came out, and then the new Under Night came out, which wasn't as big of a deal, but I had to buy it anyways because, you know, that's my life. And then it was like, that came out, and then I came home from work, and I was talking to Jacob and our other roommate, John, and they're playing that Rhyme game that came out for the Switch recently, and now it's on like PS4 and such too. And I was just like, I was like, oh, that game looks...
It should be like free or something.
Yeah,
like
I
that,
downloaded it for free, and I played it for about like 20 minutes. I thought it was pretty cool. I'll get to it eventually. It was a huge backlog. And then I was like, oh yeah, this looks a lot like Shadow of the Colossus, except like you're not traveling to the Colossus, you're just kind of exploring. They're like, oh yeah, the remake came out today, and I was like, wait, really? Like, because I lost track, and then they were like, yeah, look, it came out today, and I was like, oh great, well there's another $40 I have to spend. So I bought Shadow of the Colossus remake, and I'm playing that too. I was just like, oh my god, I've already spent like $200 on video games. And then everyone's like, oh, Dissidia came out, and I was like, I think I can probably pass on that one for now. Yeah.
Of course.
It's cool and all. I really like Final Fantasy, and I like all the designs and stuff, but it's just like, this is a weird game. I don't know.
Have you played Dissidia?
I played a lot of the PSP ones back in the day in college, and I was like, it's so cool because there's just like tons of stuff to do and iconic characters. Who doesn't like Final Fantasy? Oh, a lot of people, but you get what I mean. And then I played it with a friend like one session. I was like, wow, playing this with another human feels like really weird and eh. And then I played in that beta that they had a few months back. And I was like, this feels all right. And then I think I just went back to playing whatever fighting game I was playing at the time.
No, it's like
it's like it's cool, and then I was like, oh, but it's just really
Dissidia
weird.
Is the kind of thing where it has the same draw as a Smash Brothers. Like, it's the dream match kind of appeal going on there for like a franchise.
That is really cool about it. It's like they've had all the characters from like 1 through 15
1 through 15
now, I think.
Yeah, straight up 1 through 15.
It's crazy.
Just want to play as like, oh, never mind. Matt's here. I can't say my favorite character. Oh, never mind.
It's fine.
No
hate, no nothing.
Oh,
Go
sure.
on, it's alright.
Well, but don't you like not like Squall? Squall's like one of my fucking favorites.
You have every right in the world to like Squall, but I don't like Squall. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like Squall, and I like...
Squall's fine.
I think Squall is cool. I think Warrior of Light is alright. He's in that classic sense. They're all cool, but those are like probably my favorites. Those guys and Tidus, but Tidus is kind of like... I liked him a lot at first, and then he's just kind of wore off on me, I guess.
I gotta be honest, like, much more so than, like, Tidus or Squall or Cloud, I would honestly have to say that Zidane is my fucking boy.
Zidane is pretty cool. For a long time it was... I always thought Zidane, because Zidane has just such a, like, interesting, weird, like, style to his character look, because, you know, he's a monkey man, and, like, there's stuff to it, which is really cool. But, like, as a kid, I was like, well, I just want to play this cool dude bro, man. So, I'm going to pick, I don't know. I ended up picking Bart's a lot, because I was like, oh, I look like him, duh. And then I was like, oh. And then I was like, wait, that's a terrible reason to pick this character. And I was like, oh, pick Squall, because he's big, dumb edgelord. And then nobody picked Lightning because she's terrible.
No, that's my waifu. How could you do
that?
No, she's not. I take that back immediately.
Okay,
she is not my waifu.
Lightning is pretty much like the worst thing I've ever seen come out of Final Fantasy, in my opinion.
Now, that being said...
What? The character? I think, like... herself, or just like the actual Final Fantasy 13?
Probably like, I don't know, like a blend of both. Like, I just think everything about the 13 series is like really disappointing. Especially like, if I had to pick a specific chunk, it would be like just the Lightning Return. Everything in Lightning Returns is like makes me want to throw up.
This truly is the Final Fantasy 13.
Where does that line come from? Like, is that some kind of like dumb?
I believe that's from the second game.
Yeah,
I believe
they did not say that in the game.
I believe.
No,
really.
No.
Oh, okay.
You're fucking with me.
I believe. What's her name? Says it.
Lightning.
Not Lightning, but the other one. Sarah.
Oh God! Fuck off.
Sarai.
Am I gonna have to look this up right now?
Her fucking sister
or whoever. Oh, what's up?
Sarah, her sister. What about her now?
Because in 13-2 you play
yeah. That's like when you play as like the whole game.
Another boy, and you barely do anything with Lightning, but apparently she's like extremely the big, huge...
Yeah, isn't like the whole plot of the game is like you're trying to like find her or something?
Sort of. You're basically going around doing like time shenanigans, and it's super horrible, but at least the gameplay is alright. It's at least bearable comparatively to the first one, because that first one's gameplay was just trash.
It was like the only thing I remember about that game was like I thought the battle theme in the second game was pretty good. And then, yeah, that was like the best part about those series to me was like the music, where like there was like 3 good songs of like, it was like the battle theme in 13, the battle theme in 13-2, and then I think the boss theme in 13. I was like, these are pretty catchy songs. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, but I played the game for like 20 minutes. I was like, this is fucking terrible. I don't want to play this fucking shit.
Yeah. At the very least, as a good Sonic game and a bad Sonic game, they all have good soundtracks. So,
I hate to cut in, but can we talk about something that's been really on my mind lately about how crappy Discord has gotten in like the last week with the newest update?
I haven't even like.
I mean, just the other day, I literally had to start and restart it 16 times, and then only then until I turned off my Wi-Fi and then turned it back on, then it started working again. It's ridiculous.
Wowzers.
I mean, what is this racism? What is this racism in the time and age where we get a great movie like Black Panther?
Oh man, yep, we totally all did not watch that yet.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, none of us are black, so
yeah.
I mean,
I love how we both jumped to the same conclusion. It was just like,
well, speak for yourself.
Oh, you saw it?
Oh.
No, I'm saying.
I refuse to watch it because of such.
No, I haven't seen Black Panther. No.
Okay.
Different joke.
Okay, girl.
I feel the need to watch it
eventually
next week.
Yeah,
it's still pretty early. Didn't it literally come out like today?
Well, no, it came out Thursday.
Oh wow!
Like all the Marvel movies, they come out a day before the midnight release on Friday.
Got you.
But no, it was funny because I was looking. I was like, I wonder if I can get in. Before I pick up my new pupper, can I get in and get to see Black Panther before I'm a new dad? And so I get on Fandango and I'm looking, and like the theater I usually go to, and I'm like, oh, and then like, why is there only 3 screenings each day for Black Panther? I don't understand. This is really weird. And so I look at the bottom of this asterisk. It says, on Wednesday, the day before the show opens, there'll be more openings and more showings listed. And then I look on the actual website for the theater, and it's like the same thing. And I'm like, why are you waiting until the last minute to add more performances when you could be selling out tickets a month ago?
Yeah.
And so so I looked it up, and there was like 10 billion on the next day. There was like 10 billion day before it opens, 10 billion new showings, like each day. Like it was like every other hour, and like half of them were empty. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I couldn't believe it.
Good job, Theaters of Oklahoma.
Yay.
It's not a local theater; it's a chain. It's AMC.
Good job, AMC.
Ooh, AMC.
But yeah, it was like super weird, especially with all. I couldn't escape the ads on Facebook. Like it was like 4 days until Black Panther.
Oh, really?
Like 3 days.
I can't. Maybe it's because I'm so white, but like I've barely seen anything about Black Panther. Like I didn't. I thought it came out like today or yesterday, where I just saw like a bunch of random people be like Black Panther, woo, and like that shit. And then that was like all I was seeing, like Black Panther.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah, like that, or like memes of like, oh, Rwanda, whatever the fuck they're called. Like they fixed for us whatever space. Rwanda meme. And I was like, okay. And then like today I was like, oh, that came out. Yeah. Oh well.
Well, it's so funny because they put out the first trailer like a year and a half ago. Like I thought it had already come out. Like it was ridiculous. Like
people have been talking about it for so long. Where like it's just like they were like Black Panther coming out, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then
he's an alright superhero, I guess.
Yeah.
It's no Deadpool 2 though. Hey.
Yeah, that'll be. Oh man, I remember talking to people about that yesterday. Of like, now that Disney they had bought Deadpool or whatever now, and I was like, I can't wait for the trailer to come out and be like, oh, Deadpool 2, rated G for all audiences, and then everyone communally just like riots in the fucking street.
What I want to see is them re-release, make a fake showing of Deadpool 2 where it's just Finding Nemo with random green screen in Ryan Reynolds in the Deadpool costume.
Oh, I'd like that.
Oh man, that'd be good.
Then they could rate it G.
I can't wait for Deadpool to come into Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. We can do it now.
Hopefully he'll come out in December when the game fucking dies. I guess that's something we could talk about. I think that happened this week. I think they announced that this week, like really early, because it is the end of the week. Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I think it was. Is it October or December of this year? Where they're just gonna apparently they're just gonna kill it, and like,
wow,
they're just gonna kill the servers because there's only not even up to 50 people I think playing like weekly.
Oh god, that's worse than like Battleborn statistics.
Yeah, it is like it's worse than like it's funny when like your AAA game has like less people playing it consistently than like your niche anime fucking game that like some people can't even like pronounce the name right because it's so long and dumb. And it's like it's pretty fucking crazy because I think I just imagine like 90% of the guys that played that game either didn't play it because they didn't like how it felt or like it looked just crappy, and then or they just all went to Dragon Ball because Dragon Ball actually plays like Marvel and feels way fucking better. So everyone's like, I'm just gonna play this fucking game.
Yes.
Yeah. On the subject of Marvel and Dragon Ball, though, like to be honest with you, I suck at tag fighters. Like back in the day when MVC3 first launched, I picked up a copy of that. I figured I'd give it a whirl because I was so fucking impressed by the CG trailer that had like Dante versus Deadpool and
it was great.
Morgan versus Iron Man and like all this fucking crazy shit. And that was my first time being exposed to a like hyper fighter of any kind. And then I get on it, and I'm like, oh, I can do it, an 8-hit combo. Yeah, okay.
Whoa.
Come on, Matt, good stuff. And then I slowly realize I'm a fucking incompetent scrub, like in the bigger picture. So that was kind of the tap out point for me. But no, like 1v1 slower, more calculated fighting games have always been my kind of thing, you know? Yeah.
No, I kind of agreed with that for a while, where like those were like what I played for a long time, just to like learn how to play stuff in general. And then when Dragon Ball came out, I was like, well, when Dragon Ball actually first came out, because this whole experience has been like reminding me, like, because when the first trailer came out, I was like, well, that's cool, I like Dragon Ball, yeah. And then I was like, but I'm like really indifferent on Arc Sys in general, because a lot of their like main games I just don't care for. And then for like the longest time, I was just like, Dragon Ball, like, it looks cool, yada yada, I like it, I liked Dragon Ball as a kid, and like every character periodically came out, I was like, I want to play as Adult Gohan, Trunks, and Piccolo. And like Piccolo was like one of the second reveals, and I was like, sweet. And then Trunks came out, and that was really exciting. And then Adult Gohan
Future
was like the
Trunks,
last.
okay, you got it.
Yeah, Future Trunks specifically, not Babby Trunks, not Babby Trunks.
Or not Trunks from GT.
I mean, Trunks from GT is all right. He just wears shorts.
No, he's not.
Okay, I guess he's not.
He doesn't wear the jacket right.
That's true.
And when are we gonna get Future Gohan? I want one-armed Gohan.
That would be pretty sweet. But you're like never. They're always gonna expect you to just deal with Gohan from the Buu saga, because it's just.
Could I at least get a skin that just
takes away his arm?
Just takes Super Gohan and overlays the skin on
If I really think about it, that is like almost possible, because I think for Adult Gohan's moveset, I don't think there's you could, if you tried, you can't, because it's like he almost has like all of his attacks use his like right arm, but then his jab in the air is his left arm, and I think that's the only attack that he uses his left arm as. So if you if you wanted to, you could if you made that skin, you could just make his jabbing light in the air like just a nub, and then just give it this big invisible hitbox, and I guess they could
just like an air pressure.
Yeah, and just he's just waving his nub around in the air. But then everything else, you could totally do that, because I don't think any of the other attacks actually use the arm that gets cut off. So I guess so.
Make it happen, Arxis.
Yeah. And then speaking of Dragon Ball, just Sterling's favorite reveal come out.
I told you it was gonna happen, Sterling.
I feel like a lot of people called one or both of these fucking characters.
Why do people want Bardock? I don't understand.
Fucking get it.
He dies instantly.
Yeah.
I can't believe that Kale got announced. That's so fucking weird.
Why is Kale half naked? Is this game going to be rated M for mature? Oh wait, it's not.
Why is Kale's tits so flat? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't remember it being like this.
What happened to her kind of ponytail looking thing? I just don't.
Oh wait, it's the good character. Oh jeez. Oh, I don't know.
It's the bad movie character.
I feel
That's an old broccoli.
I feel like it would almost be there's such a strong fucking demand for Broly that I was like, no matter how whatever you say, oh, he's not canon or he's lame or whatever, it's no, Broly's just gonna come because he's such just a random character that people randomly watch, this big dumb beefy man who just yells and shit. But with Bardock, it's what the
why?
Yeah, it's just
everything that has him fighting in it is non-canon. Nobody likes him.
That's not true. A lot of people like him. It's just
well, guess
there's
what?
A bigger portion that are I don't fucking care about this character.
I want Master Roshi.
I want serious character that I would want. I would love to play as Vegito. But I think Hercule should fucking be or Mr. Satan should be in the game. They should call him Mr. Satan, because fuck America. But yeah, if Hercule was in it,
well, the funny thing is even though they always called him Hercule here, that's his name. His name's Hercule Satan.
Yeah.
And people always battle. It's no, it should be Mr. Satan. No, it should be Hercule. I'm and people act like they're two separate names, and I'm no, it's just a different way of saying it.
But
like,
no one's
and they're
ever
like,
going to
what?
call
And
him
I'm like, yeah, he's...
Hercule Satan. They're going to call him Hercule or Mr. Satan.
Well, yeah, I know, but I've had people who don't understand like the difference between like the Japanese and the English,
Yeah.
and why it's different, and think that he just has two different names for the subs and the dub, and I'm like, no, his full name is still the same in both series. It's just one calls him Hercule because of bringing it across the pond, and the other one calls him Mr. Satan because that's a much cooler name.
Yeah.
And you can't have that one ending scene of the Booth Haga where all of the world is hailing Satan.
Yeah. No, that's his level 3. His level 3 is he makes Goku do the spirit bomb for him, and he's like, everybody, it's Satan, give me your power.
Oh man,
That was actually one of his moves in a Supersonic Warriors too, where
yes.
if you team up Goku and Hercule, then they pull off the Super Spirit Bomb. It was a pretty nice little poke in there.
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you one character that everybody wants that they're never gonna get is Lord Slug.
Fuck, you're right.
You guys were talking about this on the last one.
Yeah.
I forgot Lord Slug was even a fucking thing.
Yeah, back when the Namekians were cool, you know.
Shut up. Don't fucking...
I'm upset about it too. I'm just...
No. Piccolo's in it, and it's like all I really need. Because like, people like Nail, and Nail's cool, but Nail is just... He just literally becomes part of Piccolo.
Yeah, it's like...
So it's like...
Let's just get a weaker, softer Piccolo.
Yeah.
And put him in a game where there's already a strong Piccolo.
Yeah.
Yajirobe.
Thank you, Yajirobe. Yeah, Yajirobe's level 3 is he cuts off people's tails.
He somehow slices through armor.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're ever going to put a Super Saiyan 4 anything in there. I doubt it though.
They better not.
Now, well, I don't know, because I thought the same thing where I was like, you're never going to see anything GT. But seeing Broly and Bardock, I'm like, never mind. Who fucking knows it could be in this game now? Like, it could be anything. If I had to, like, guess what I would think would be next, it would...
It would totally be Turles because we need another Goku.
Yeah, it would be Turtles or
No,
it would be fucking...
no. Even better. The one character nobody expects coming is Baby Pam.
Oh, man.
In her baby form.
I think if, like,
Yes.
I had to genuinely guess, it would probably be, like, Jiren and Ultra Instinct Goku. Because that's just what's hot and trending right now, where it's like...
Isn't it
they
like
let it
actually
sit for
cooler,
a
though?
while.
I'd probably think it'd be Kaba.
Who is that Kale's sister or whatever?
No, Kaba is the male Saiyan that from the other universe that Vegeta is taking under his wing.
Oh, the one
looks
that
like a
kind of looks
cancer
like
patient.
the one looks like a freaking like malnutrition Gohan.
Yeah, except for in the manga, he looks like a normal person.
Oh, what? That's weird.
I
He
know.
looks like he's from like a shoujo, the way that he's drawn, like a shoujo anime. Except he's got the fucking Akira eyes, so it's like oh,
Yeah, but he's got those crazy kicks though, and I think that'd be fun to play with him.
for sure. I mean, I'd be totally down with just like the game, just eventually having just like an insane amount of
All the cast.
Yeah, but it's like
Mr.
it's
Popo,
Finding a way to balance
Bubbles?
everybody though would
Bubbles,
be a fucking hassle.
Gregory.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What if it's just King Kai and all his like Bubbles and Gregory?
Okay,
assistants?
come on, Pupper, you're about to fall off the chair here. Come on, there you go. Sorry, we had a little Pupper emergency.
How much longer must I wait for Turles to be added to Dragon Ball
Probably
Fighters?
forever. I like
Probably
forgot
the next
Turtles
day.
was a thing.
Well, okay,
Turtles,
so
like, don't get me wrong, Turtles
here's
is not. He's like cool, but like I forgot that character was a fucking thing.
here's how you get Turles. Okay, you get one of the skins of Goku, and you
Yep.
just whenever you change that skin, it just says Turles on top. Bada bing, bada
Pretty
boom.
much.
When did Turles achieve Super Saiyan Blue? I missed
you
a bunch
missed-
of
You missed all
episodes.
the fanfics. It's there right next to Gohan Blanco, which should have happened. Like when I heard that, like they were like, "Oh, the Blanco stuff is real," I was like, "Oh shit, Gohan like got a superpower or whatever," and they're like, "No, it's just Goku again." I was like, "Fuck!" That like actually pissed me the fuck off because I was like, I was always secretly like, everyone would just post all these Gohan Blanco memes, and like I'm just like, everyone's like ho ho ho, and I'm like in the back corner like, dude, if Gohan Blanco was a thing, that'd actually be super fucking cool. Because I love Gohan, and he always gets the
Why would it be
shaft.
Blanco? Why wouldn't it be white? I don't understand why people
I don't
suddenly
know.
Spanish.
I don't fucking know. I just think it'd be cool if Gohan got more powers again. And then it was like,
Yes, it would be nice.
Yeah, and it's like, oh no, it's just Goku again. I'm like, oh, never mind. That's
I think it's just lazy that Super Gohan doesn't have to go Super Saiyan anymore, so they don't have to draw his hair differently. It kind of takes the whole like, oh, he's building up power like thing because Gohan Super Saiyan 2 was pretty rad, especially in that tournament with Videl and the before Majin Buu. That was great, and that was really cool looking. But no, I guess we can't have that in the Tournament of Power.
I don't know. I always thought it was really cool. Where like Super Saiyan 2 is cool with him, but I also I've always liked the idea of when he does the ultimate unlock or what have you, however the proper terminology is. I always thought it was a cool idea of like Gohan has so much inherent potential in his body to be strong that he doesn't need Super Saiyan. He's just better than that using his pure will or whatever the fuck. And I was like, that's awesome. And then he just loses to Boo in the stupidest way possible. And I was like, oh fuck. And then Goku's like, oh, Spirit Bomb, dude. Retard power.
Goku's like, sorry, I broke the Z sword, Gohan.
Yeah, oh jeez, I'm hungry.
I think that what the Elder Kai actually says during the events of the Buu Saga is after Gohan becomes Ultimate Gohan or Mystic or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Whatever the right.
I thought it was Super Gohan.
After that point, if he were to go Super Saiyan with that enhancer on, then I think the Elder Kai straight up said your body could not handle the power and you'd fucking blow up the universe or some shit like that. Yeah.
Okay. It wasn't his body; it was just the world and the universe wouldn't be able to handle it. His body would.
You're gonna become so fucking OP. No one can stop you.
But why
then
not?
Why doesn't he but how can
But no, I gotta go home and be a nerd now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home and fucking study.
I gotta go home, fuck my wife, and be a nerd.
Yep. Hey man, that actually doesn't sound too bad. Just gonna be real.
But Spencer, you don't have the potential to become the greatest fighter in the universe, though.
It's true.
Goku's done all those things except for being a nerd. Why? Because he's too busy being fucking amazing.
He's too busy being hungry and not caring about his wife.
And helping out Mr. Satan and getting money for it.
God. Yep, that's Dragon Ball.
Like that amazing tractor gif that happens in Super.
Tractor
when Mr. Satan punches him and he's like, oh god, I'm flying into space. Oh no, wait, my tractor first. Oh god, I'm flying into space.
Have you heard the dub version of that part?
Yes.
Because, it's fucking fantastic. Oh, not my tractor. Oh,
oh that fucking part. Oh, yeah, now I remember.
Uh-huh.
It's in the first 10 episodes of Super. It's great.
Funniest thing that's ever come out of Sean Schimmel's mouth.
Possibly.
Man, that's good.
Yet.
Maybe.
Yet.
I don't see how people are so upset that they're stopping Super here pretty soon. I think in May or April.
I'm genuinely
March,
glad that it's ending. But I'm just worried that it'll do the
it's
thing.
I mean, they can always continue.
I feel like
but
they will.
It's
But
how about we wait until the mangas draw and Toriyama stops changing his mind after he tells the show what to do and then draws something completely different. That would be nice.
Oh, you gotta do the Full Metal route and just make our own shitty story up and then be like, oh, this is fucking terrible. Let's redo the entire anime again.
Well, no. That's the thing, Spencer. It's different than normal animes where it's oh no, we've caught up to the manga. What do? Oh, we make a hastily made ending, and hopefully people will think we just know what we're doing. This one is Toriyama signed up to do Super, he signed up to do the manga, fell behind on doing the manga, and just told Super what he was going to do in the manga before it came out, and then now he's changing his mind on half the shit that he's doing.
Man.
And so now they just have this, and they're like, no, we tried to do what Toriyama wanted us to do, but he just keeps fucking changing his mind.
I think I read that
After the fact.
It was like in some interview in one of the really old DBZ mangas where they interview him, and he's just like, yeah, I don't fucking know what's happening. I just gotta draw this shit and ad-lib it. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yep, that's... Yep.
Oh, well, that's like the greatest, most popular anime ever there for you. It's fucking ad-libs.
Yep.
Fucking...
Yeah, I know. People always think, oh, Toriyama's such a genius. Like, no, he's fucking not.
No.
Like, it's like, I like
It's
it,
so
but
weird.
Jesus Christ.
Like I'm seeing like I can't recall if it was like 2 or 3 podcasts ago, but the boys on the Friendcast were talking about it, and it's like it's such a weird situation where this is arguably the most highly lauded like manga / anime, like most influential of like all time. So you would look to that and think like, oh man, this creator, some kind of fucking savant of like the comic world. And then it's just this weird Japanese guy who's a fucking hack. Was the actual way that Wooly put it. It's just this guy who's a hack, and he's loved around the world. And I'm like, yeah. He's not entirely wrong. He's not entirely wrong. Yeah, so weird.
No, well, I'll give him this. Like, there's a lot of great stuff in Dragon Ball, but like as soon as it got to Z, it's like, shit hit the fan, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shit hit the fan, but it got more popular than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, people still watching and all that.
We're just as guilty.
Thank God for GT.
Thank God for GT. I hear that you're going through
Which
that.
stands for Great Television, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, there have been some rumors about us getting Part 5.
You mean JoJo?
Has that been confirmed yet? Does anybody know?
I believe
I've heard
so.
like a few. I think I saw like a website came out.
Well, there's been some copyright,
Yes.
some patents on some names and some stuff coming out.
Haven't there already been
I have also-
like PV trailers for like words that say, "Hey, we're doing it," and that's it?
Nothing official yet.
I've been keeping up with some of those patents and copyrights, but the general consensus seems to be that that's likely just for merchandising purposes. But
That's what they're saying, but you know. But yeah, I think the last update was in January on that whole thing. So I don't know. They patent or trademarked a whole bunch of the symbols used in Part 5, like ladybugs and all that sort of jazz.
I think I saw like the lighter, like that was like the thing is they had a website that was just like a page that was just the picture of the lighter or something.
Yeah.
There's a fucking.
And then freaking Arby's did that whole thing with the lighter in the bread, and I was like, and then people weren't understanding.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
I saw that and was like, wow, like there are gonna be a lot of people that like know what Part 5 is and shit, and they're not gonna get this, and they might have even like read it too.
Oh, because you
just like
forget about it. Like it's
like
the
one
most
chapter.
insignificant part. It's so insignificant in the whole like realm of the manga.
I just remember, like, I saw it everywhere. That everyone was just talking about the lighter and shit. And then I finally caught up and read Part 5, and it's like he carries the lighter around for like half a chapter. And then he's like, it's like the mob boss or whatever is just like some fuckboy, and he's like, well, whatever, you suck. And they just ends up beating the shit out of him with gold experience.
It just kills him. Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Makes no sense.
It's like, thanks, Araki.
Yeah,
you just
like,
went through a tedious whole thing with no reason to.
Yeah.
Welcome to Part 5. Unnecessary everything.
Yeah.
Pulpo, his name was, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's super fucking dumb. You're just like, this lighter better not go out during.
And I'll know if it does.
24-hour or something fucking period.
Yeah, 24 hours.
Like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Good old JoJo.
Can't wait for
But
part
it'll
7.
be good.
Oh, there was another Arby's one that people weren't getting. There's that new witch movie that came out, like Little Witch Mimi something or another, and people were thinking it's like Kiki's Delivery Service. I'm like, this isn't Kiki's Delivery Service. Like, it was so
wasn't it
bad too, because like
the Card Captor Sakura's one?
no.
No, people would
there's
catch
this
Card Captor Sakura.
It flew under everybody's radar because it's casual anime movies. But no, because I looked it up after the fact. I'm like, yeah, that's definitely her broom from this new movie. It doesn't look anything like Kiki's Delivery Service. I mean,
wow,
it's a really fancy looking broom and like very specific to this one thing, and it doesn't have like Kiki or the cat or her broom with the ribbon on it. It's like Arby's is getting too good for itself.
Yeah.
It's such a weird case of like you would expect like a big like chain that's merchandising things like this to be
And
like, hey, we
Arby's
put
is
Super
full
Saiyan.
Dude, when they did freaking Laboon, dude, like, think of how many people didn't get that one.
There's been a few that I think I didn't even personally get either. I'm trying to think of like all the ones that were like super niche. Like
There have been a bunch that I didn't get.
Yeah, like the lighter one was pretty up there. There was like a ramen and a half one, and I think a lot of people were like, "Holy crap!" at that one, and I was like, I don't know if I should be like surprised that I know what this was. Just looking at like the way the pig was drawn, I was like, "Oh yeah, it's ramen and a half."
Yeah, it's a real guy. Yeah, I remember that one was easy. There's been some pretty easy ones, but as soon as like they get onto some of the more like older ones.
I think all the ones that are like hard for people to tell what's happening is like any of just the JoJo ones, because there's been like 3 now. There's like the lighter, they had something else. They had like Dio or something, and then they had the one where it was when they were selling euros and they had Gyro Zappelli, and I was like, wow.
That was one of the first big ones that went all over Facebook.
Yeah, where everyone was like, holy fuck, like this isn't.
They actually did it
for like a decade.
They had Dio on the patty, like underneath the bun, like, hey, you thought it was a burger, but Dio.
Oh, also, what was it? They did one from Monster Hunter World too, but it was like the completed quest symbol on it, and people didn't know because they hadn't played yet. And so a lot of people were like, "What the hell is this?" And
I just assumed because they talk about like, oh, we gotta go hunting or some bullshit. Like the way that they wrote it, I was like, oh, they're talking about Monster Hunter. And then
I mean, it looks similar to like the other ones, but like some people were like, "What the hell is this? This isn't Monster Hunter. It looks wrong." And some people were like, "No, did you not play the beta? This is the new symbol."
Yeah.
It's just like this lack of balance where it's like we throw down this reference. It's either something that everyone gets like on glance one, or it's like this is too obscure for even like hardcore people. Like, what the fuck are you going for with this? Yeah. Really strange.
Maybe it's a whole marketing scheme thought out by people who want people to watch more anime. You ever thought
Maybe
about
it's
that?
Japan trying to get control again.
Who knows?
Arby's knows that weeaboos don't want to cook, so it's like come and buy our fucking ham and
Come
cheddar.
get them meats, boy.
Yeah.
Beef and cheddar, and then go home and watch some One Piece.
I was gonna do that anyways, but
maybe one day I'll catch up, but other than that, I'll just like it from a distance or something.
oh yeah, then they did that stupid Yuri on Ice reference the other day.
Oh, I missed that one. What?
Yeah, it was the freaking dog napkin holder.
What's wrong with Yuri on Ice?
Well, it's only the best anime of 2017. No, best anime of 2016, voted by everybody on Crunchyroll.
Oh,
I did not catch a Yuri on Ice reference at all. Where did this happen in One Piece?
What? Talking about Arby's.
That too.
Oh shit! Okay, no, I completely like misunderstood you there. That fucking threw me way off. All right.
Amazing.
No, because I opened up, I started like seeing which ones I've forgotten that happened. Yeah, there was Street Fighter, Monster Hunter. There's Yamcha one. I'm glad they did Monster Hunter and DBZ on the same day when both of them came out.
Oh yeah, they have to. They have a standard that they need to uphold now, so they need to. Yeah.
And they have like.
Oh yeah, and that one that wasn't
everything.
Kiki's Delivery Service, it was Mary and the Witch's Flower.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just like cycling through all these on their page, and it's just like, geez, like they're hidden like it's just weirdo. It's like exclusive nerd shit, like anime, like exclusive. It's so weird. It's never like, I think I saw a Hogwarts one. I was like, ugh. And I was like, okay. And then other than that, it's like anime themed
Space
game.
Dandy.
Space Dandy. I'm looking at the bear from fucking Danganronpa. It's got the Goron from. They have one that's the Goron from Breath of the Wild, and he's just like standing on a bunch of rocks, and there's just an Arby bag. There's just an Arby's bag next to him, and that's it. He's not like eating food or anything.
Then
they have I didn't even see this. And it's the same thing. They have all of them, and they're all just like standing next to a bag and a drink of Arby's. On like.
Did you see this one about Clue? There's one they had made about Clue.
What?
It's Colonel Mustard with the candlestick, and so it has a thing of honey mustard and a candlestick.
Oh, fuck! Right off. That's pretty good.
Oh my goodness.
The one. Okay, here's one that I definitely didn't get. It's the fucking hack. It's the dot hack stuff. It's just like the sword from it or something. I didn't play those games. I'm like, what the fuck?
The one that looks like a sword breaker, yeah.
Yeah. Then they have one where it's literally like Simon from the Simon's Quest art, and he's just standing on top of a fucking burger. And it says the morning sun has vanquished the horrible night, like from the terrible game.
Oh, Simon's lunch, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As someone who loves Castlevania, let's steer the conversation to a different game than Simon's Quest, please.
Yeah, like Bloodstained, which apparently comes out this year.
Fucking, I hope so.
I've heard from multiple like people that is like, this is the year it comes out, yada yada, and I was like, I just want to play it, man.
No, like 100%. Like after the kerfuffle with Mighty Number 9, like a huge part of me is thinking like, take your time, put every single hour that you need into getting this right, because there's going to be plenty. Yeah, there's going to be plenty of fucking video games to play up until Bloodstained. But at the same time, when I look at Bloodstained, it's like, this is like my aesthetic, like 100%, and I care 1,000 times more about this than anything that Konami is even going to imply at nowadays.
Yeah, like
it's going to be next to
actually
nothing.
Kind of saying like, this fucking, I want to just play this game so fucking bad.
Yes.
Like I will probably drop everything else for like at least a week to just play the fuck out of it.
No, yeah, absolutely. Well, no, like part of me is saying like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking like splurge on this on day one, but like to be honest, I'm actually trying to cut back on my gaming time nowadays because I've been holding off on personal projects for fucking months now. But when fucking Bloodstained comes around, I'm still gonna buy it day one. Even if I I like don't get around to getting through it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's way up on the radar. Gotta get it.
I'm trying to think of everything else that's coming out this year, or hopefully will come out this year. That isn't a fighting game that I'll actually care about. Because it's like, I remember we were talking about it at work, and a bunch of people brought up just a bunch of like random AAA titles that are coming out. Like I remember everyone was like, "Oh, God of War, dude," and I was like, "Wow, I could not care less about that fucking game."
Agreed.
I am kind of looking forward to the new HD collection for DMC, which is kind of weird because it's like more or less just the same thing as the last HD collection that we got for PS3 and a 360, but now upscaled for modern consoles. And it's also coming to PC as well, which is nice, but at the same time, it's like, I beat 1, I beat 3, I beat Devil May Cry 4 as well. Like, how much more do I want to invest in this? But just from like a gameplay... Moving right on. No, like I have played the ones that matter. So do I really want to reinvest? And at the end of the day, since just the raw gameplay is so good, the answer is probably going to be yes. One more playthrough for each, honestly.
Yeesh.
Gotta get me that DMC. Shoot that crack into my veins.
I haven't.
Yeah, Run DMC was a great band.
Oh yeah. Woo.
I appreciate that.
Yep. Oh yeah, Dark Souls for the Switch comes out.
And
Forgot about
everything
that.
else is
Gosh, Dark Souls is becoming the new Skyrim.
I know, I was thinking about
Yeah.
that, where like for years I've just been like, fuck Skyrim and fuck how it's come out on everything, and then it's like, oh, we're making Dark Souls for everything, and I'm like, I'm gonna buy Dark Souls for literally
Yep.
everything possible.
boy,
Well, the only reason
fucking-
people like fuck Skyrim now is because like they're just pouring like little bits of resources in there. They're not making a new. They haven't released a new game yet for a long time.
Yeah.
And also, people want a remastered Oblivion. That's not going to happen.
Oh my! I would want one of those so fucking bad, and it will probably.
It's not so much that they keep re-releasing Skyrim that people are angry. It's
Yeah,
because they're
'cause-
not doing other things and instead are re-releasing Skyrim.
Like, that's what I say about, like, fucking. That's what I say about those two all the time. Is like, Skyrim and Dark Souls 1 came out on like the same, like, almost month, I think, and it's like, since then it's like we've had like what, 3 more, because we had Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, and Bloodborne. And I don't know if you want to count the shitty remake of the shittiest one, Scholar of the Worst Sin. But that
No, that's
could
just
almost
DLC.
be-
Don't
yeah.
even.
And it's like, compared to Skyrim, where it's like, what have we had? We've had a shitty MMO that doesn't even like count, and we've
Yeah.
had like 5 remakes, and it's like, you have no excuse. So
that
it's like,
MMO is also I think going to die soon.
oh good.
You want to talk about Elder Scrolls Online? I can tell you about Elder Scrolls Online from somebody who had friends who played it 24/7,
Please
and
do.
how broken it was.
How bad are we talking, Josiah?
So okay, you had 3 different legions that you could join,
Okay.
and so basically everybody and their friends who liked Elder Scrolls got on a certain legion and massed like enough people into it that no matter how many more people joined the other 2 teams, this team would come out on top no matter what.
Uh-huh.
And there was no way to rebalance it. And so Yellow Team was pretty indomitable and you got everything, and it was just like it was a clusterfuck just to get anything done online, and like literally it was just throwing yourself at the objective 24/7 trying to get.
Now, Josiah, like, I hear you loud and clear, and this does sound like a decent breakdown for Elder Scrolls Online, but this it sounds like you're exactly describing Pokemon Go.
Well, okay, there's a little bit of difference, okay?
The difference
Elder
is
Scrolls
$60
Online.
fucking. That's the difference.
Well,
But you've got like
number one, Elder
you've got
Scrolls
the one
Online
squad.
is just a giant like grabbing bases back and forth between each other, which you could say is the same with gyms. But with Pokemon Go, there is I get to train my Pokemon and I get to like level them up with candies, and and there's a whole like, oh yes, I get to do all these things to my character. With like Elder Scrolls Online, it's like, how many of our friends can we stack up their dead bodies in front of the enemy until we can push through, because we have inferior numbers and we're running low on all of our supplies. It was really bad.
Not
Like
even
literally,
a fucking Elder Scrolls game. Like, it's its own thing, and it just sounds horrible.
It is. It was terrible. Literally, I would go and I would watch them play sometimes, and I'd go over to their house, like, and we had like pizza and stuff like that, and they'd be like, "Oh, we're gonna get on." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, that's cool. Let me watch." and then they would take them half an hour just to find each other on the same server, and
Wow.
it was ridiculous. And the map was huge, and there was so much to do, and it like reset every single day. It almost reset like every day. And it did, but it didn't matter because there was just like the one team that was just dominant
Uh-huh.
outside any other force, and just couldn't. With Pokemon Go, it was different because was it Valor and Mystic were.
I was a Mystic boy back in the day myself.
I
Mystic,
am
Valor,
and still.
And like Instinct, wasn't it the other one? It was the character
Yeah,
that looked like
Instinct.
it looked
That-
like you, or it looked like Ryuji.
Well, I actually
Yeah,
was the Instinct leader for the Tulsa Instinct group on
man.
Facebook. We have 800 people still active on Pokemon Go.
Yeah,
Even
people
though-
still. My wife plays the fucking shit out of that game.
Yeah. And so, but I don't play it anymore because I have other priorities.
Yeah.
And I like to work out besides just walking around and dehydrating myself all the time.
Uh-huh.
I think the best way to describe Pokemon Go that I've ever heard in my entire life was child-friendly gang wars, and I don't think that up until its death that ever stopped being relevant.
Okay, child-friendly may not be the right words, because I've literally gone to gyms where people have been in the parking lot just waiting for other people to come and try and take the damn gym.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it got into like real gang wars around here. Like literally, you roll up on a gym and then you beat the gym.
Like
you beat the gym and then this guy would pull out like in his like Honda Civic and just like tear out of there and just beat the shit out of his team.
What are you trying to say there?
I'm saying it happened more than once.
You trying to take this gym? You trying to step up to my ride on?
I don't even think I ever did a gym thing. I just wanted to catch Scizor, and then I couldn't catch Scizor. I was like, this game sucks. And then Kelly was like, you can catch a Scizor now, and I was like, sweet. And then I realized it took like a lot of fucking time, and I was like, I don't want to fucking catch Scizor anymore. This is lame.
Yeah, it's really good that it's hard to get like the better Pokemon, but it also just kind of sucks as well for people just starting up because you can never catch up to the people at the top. It's like World of Warcraft, basically.
Yeah.
Still can't trade though.
Yeah, one of the things they sold the whole game on.
Wait, did they actually say that you could have done that when the game was coming out?
Oh yeah, well they said it was coming. Like it was been like the biggest like campaign promise for the longest time.
Wait, does anyone know if random battles finally got implemented with like other trainers? Like you walk up to them and fight, or like just the gym thing still?
It's still just the gym things. They've only improved the current systems. They haven't and added more Pokemon. They haven't done anything as far as like overhauling the infrastructure for new things to do.
I still get updates every now and then from my phone because I haven't bothered to uninstall Pokemon Go.
How it's so like. It's like 18 gigs. Why haven't you uninstalled it?
Because I don't put much stuff on my phone except for like images to shitpost with and podcasts and pornography. So I've got plenty of fucking space on my phone. It's fine. So
all those things should take up a lot of space.
So no, like I will get updates where it's like Entei, Raikou, and Suicune are wandering your area. Come on, Pokemon trainers, it's time to put your skills to the test. And then I right swipe that like, oh, that's gonna really brighten the days of the 100 guys who are still looking forward to this shit. But I don't know. That's nice, I guess, but I just haven't bothered to get rid of it, and I just don't care enough. Not much else to say. Rest in peace, Pokemon Go.
It's all about that Fate Go now. Yeah.
Play Pokemon Go every day.
Oh my god, yeah.
I play Pokemon Go. When I
when are they gonna turn off the service on that? Man, can we just talk about how botched every single time that the Pokemon Go was it Niantic wants to have an official event, they just botch the shit out of it.
Yep. Fucking terrible.
It's like, who knew we had to contact AT&T and Verizon and tell them that their freaking cell phone towers are going to explode because we're going to have like 1,200 people in like less than a square mile try to use their cell phones all at once. Oh man. It's like convention stuff. Like I've heard about like some of the really big, like San Diego Comic-Con. Like you can't hardly use your cell phone there because it's just so many people packed into this one area with just so many limited cell phone towers that it's like you can't do it.
Oh yeah, like even just at Anime North, which is much smaller compared to San Diego, but still the biggest fan-run con here in Canada.
Yeah.
Like, I experienced, like, some pretty bad fucking slowdown back when I was there as well, which was a huge problem because I was trying to meet up with Brian at the time. But, like, even that was an issue, so I can hardly imagine fucking San Diego Comic-Con now. That's probably, like, a nightmare.
Yeah. Well, it's a nightmare, number one, because you can get lost from someone and never see them again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is true.
And number two, like, it's so bad that, like, people have got trampled there.
Yeah.
And number three, like people get rampant dehydration. It's People get sick. I've heard so many things, especially from like the Mega 64 guys who go there all the time, every year, and they just always like to tell you, oh yeah, it's great fun, but this, and then oh yeah, but it was great fun. We got to see how it was great, but then this, and then yeah, we went to that booth, but it was closed, and they didn't have any more showings anymore. And we tried to get to that booth as soon as we got in the door, but it was just so packed we couldn't get there in time.
Jimmy almost died, but no, great fun though, great fun. It's a good time.
Like apparently people get heat stroke like really bad too there.
No, I bet, yeah.
It's just like they're probably gonna have to build a bigger convention center, a better equipped convention center for these cons. They're on the coast pretty soon.
Yeah.
Because it's getting so big. Like MagFest, jeez Louise.
Yeah. Now about the Souls games that we were talking about before. I dropped Dark Souls 1 like after about like 4 or 5 hours invested in it. So I'm like a great deal looking forward to the remaster.
How come you dropped it the first time?
No, it's just I had too many games going on at once, which is still the problem. But
Matt can't finish anything.
I can't finish anything. Now, you might think that Josiah is being a bit of a smartass, but the truth is that I actually do have a huge problem with focusing on one fucking thing at a time.
It took you 10 years to finish Cowboy Bebop.
So the point is, the point is, I've been looking forward.
I mean, it is 24 episodes. That's a lot.
So the point is, I've been greatly looking forward to the remaster coming out because I know that this time I'm finally gonna be like, I'm gonna learn from my mistakes. I'm gonna go no more Overwatch for a bit. No more nothing.
Yeah, alright.
Gonna beat this Dark Souls.
No more overthoughts.
Hey man, what I do in the comfort of my own bed is my own business, okay?
Not when you live in Canada.
Oh boy.
Thanks, Trudeau. No, though, so that's coming out. I have also seen footage of Code Vein, and I honestly I can't decide whether or not I'm interested.
Really?
Because, yeah, no, like,
is it
looks like, okay, no, like, let me preface this. It looks like something that I might want to try out for like an hour. So if we get closer to release and then we get like an open beta weekend, then yeah, for sure. But as it stands, it's very off-putting to me because I'm looking at the way that our characters move, and I'm looking at the overall aesthetic, and it's like I should be looking at Souls style like medieval armor and like shit like this, and then I just see anime face, and like the gameplay looks fine, but it's offsetting in terms of visuals, so I don't know where to stand on it. It's about all there is.
I'm probably just gonna buy it and play it. I forgot that came out, so that's another thing to add to the list. It's gonna be another game that plays like Souls, and it's got big dumb anime faces, so it's just another reason for me to want to play it.
A lot of anime faces. I'll be back in a sec, folks. Just gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh man, I'll go after him then. When Olde get in,
might wrap it up at that point.
Oh, okay.
We've been going for a little bit now.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to bring up for the week.
I just want to say that as I've been playing Monster Hunter, a great game, although one huge bug that has been reported more times since then.
Well, actually, Sterling, that big bug is actually part of a loadout that you can use. Yeah, the bug set.
Oh man.
But yeah, 50 hours of gameplay, pop, no more, because of that little save bug.
So what happens? You just start over from the beginning, or it just? Wait, what the fuck?
Pretty much. It's a reported problem.
That sounds horrifying.
Like, it's very rare, but it can happen.
I bet it's gonna happen to Pat.
Oh, it better happen.
I'm calling it right now.
Happened to Wooly,
and it has happened on both platforms, Xbox One and PS4.
I'm waiting until it comes out.
And basically
You have to wait like a whole year now, don't you? It's
Hey.
like worse than Destiny 2.
I got other games to finish.
Yeah, like
I'm still playing 7 Days to Die. I haven't died yet.
yeah. So to those out there listening, or to that one person who's listening,
It's me.
one of us re-listening to ourselves talk like a weirdo.
all I would suggest is that I'm pretty sure you have PS Plus, because why the Hello Kitty aren't you playing it with friends? Save
Yeah.
it to the cloud, and as well as save it to your USB. It's pretty easy to do both, and just to back up your saves, and it's kind of a thing, and like they've been having little updates here and there, and I doubt they've fixed it yet, but you know what? It's one of those games where I can like, 50 hours lost, whatever. I can go back in again and do all that again, because it's just one of those games that's actually deserving of my time. But if
Sure.
it had been any other game, I'd be like, oh, alright, that's it. I'm done
Yeah,
with
you'd be
this.
like, fuck this. 50 hours? Like any other game, you probably would have beaten it by
You'd
then.
be a salty sailor.
Yeah.
well,
But with Monster Hunter,
sorry, Spencer. I didn't mean it like that.
I fucking get out next week, so I don't give a flying fuck.
but yeah, just be on the lookout.
Okay.
Keep your saves
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And make sure to keep your hands to those jammies.
Every day, brother. Every single
Yeah.
day.
So, anything else before we sign off? Any one last minute thing you can think of?
Buy Dragon Ball and buy Under Night.
All right, buy
Yeah.
Dragon Ball is all I heard. Yay!
Oh.
No,
No, buy
it's
Under
fine.
Night too. It has the best tutorial ever. It'll teach you how to play fighting games. It's good. It'll teach you
All I
that.
heard was buy copies of Fright Night.
Oh, god damn it. Just don't
Please
buy
keep
Dissidia.
please keep your eyes and ears
Oh,
out for
What
when-
about that cross tag battle though? I hear that's pretty
Oh, do we want to get into this? I am.
good. Yes.
Okay.
We can say that for another
Well, no,
episode,
like there's not
probably.
much to say. It's just don't follow
Oh, I have-
this
I have a
same
lot to
character
say.
introduction scheme.
I have a lot to say
No,
about
like-
that game.
Like it's really simple in the sense that it's not the optimal way to do it. So don't copy this style of character introduction.
Mm-hmm. Do like SNK.
just-
I actually do have something to say before we wrap up here.
We can't
going
bring
another-
up cross tag battle and tell me no.
I didn't bring it up!
I do.
I hate everything.
It's fine.
Well, no, actually, I'll probably buy the game at like the deluxe edition, anyways, because it's just the same as a normal price game would be with DLC.
Mm.
The only
Now
problem
I have
with
noticed
it is
I have noticed recently that that they've added my boy Kanji, and man,
Kanji.
do I like some Kanji.
As
so
a DLC character.
I'll let
my main character
Yes.
is in the base cast. It's like a fucking sign that I have to play that stupid game.
there you go.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, it's
Josiah, you said you had something
Yeah.
you wanted to say.
Yes, if you're currently in possession of A Destiny's Kajiki no Gash Bell, like 1 through episode 100, if you could please seed.
fuck.
Please
Yeah,
seed.
I was looking at that and I'm like, wow, no cedars. Wow.
Because unfortunately, in my young days, when I wanted to pick up where the English left off at episode 100, I only got 100 to 150, like an idiot. Back when things were seeding, and I can't find it anymore. So, and you can't really buy a subtitle version because guess what? 4Kids didn't allow it before they went under. And even though the show's popular, it's not popular enough to get any new releases or anything like that. So. I would really like to at least put that into my definitely legal collection. So,
And for those gaijins out there, it's Zatch Bell. For those who
why couldn't they just call him Gash? It doesn't make any sense.
well, the Zatch feels like a lightning bolt out of your mouth instead of gash.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Why not Zach Bell then, huh? Why not Drake Bell?
Now we're talking.
Drake and Josh Bell.
Now
Did you?
you're
Oh my
talking
God!
good.
Did you guys see Did you see where the Make-A-Wish Foundation messed up and somebody asked for the rapper Drake, but they got Drake Bell instead as a huge mix-up? And so he comes to this whole like black people's family's house, and like he's like, "Oh hey, how you guys doing?" He's like, "Oh, what are you here for?" He's like, "Oh, you guys wanted Drake Bell, right?"
Oh my god!
This actually happened. I'm not even joking. This happened like 2 days ago.
Oh my gosh.
How would you not get even more excited though? Like, come the fuck on.
Oh man, the sweet life.
Well, you know, I never thought it'd be so simple, but I found a way.
Oh my! Get out of the way, Drake. No one wants to hear your music.
Yeah.
I want to talk with Drake Bell. Tell me about your drama with Josh. Why wasn't he at the wedding? Come on, man. Give me the secrets.
Well, I'll tell you why. It's because freaking Josh Peck's an asshat.
Yeah.
He became a Viner, and you know how that goes.
There you go.
Oh God.
Alrighty. Anything else as we close?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, just one last thing for me. Please stay tuned for my Tekken 7 grudge match with Spencer, where I drag him through the
You're gonna call him out
and win.
You're gonna call him out
and
like
win 10-0.
I don't even play this game anymore.
I know, it's like, you don't play this game anymore, Matt. You're a mobile player, and Spencer is like actively fighting like all the time, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna grab this guy through the dirt. Yep.
Come on! Step up to me.
You have extremely realistic expectations there, buddy.
Nah, I'm just playing. Spencer, if you're ever up for it again, then hit me up.
Oh yeah, I literally like work and play. So just fucking invite me on PSN, and I'll probably just accept it eventually. I think the only time I didn't accept a match from a friend was like because I was in the DBZ beta. And I was like, nope, I have to play this fucking game.
Yeah, you're like, I can't get out of it.
Yeah.
I won't be able to get back in.
Oh shit, also, speaking of DBZ, before I totally forget, congratulations on that fucking Trunks match of yours going fucking viral. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I
it was
no idea, like,
the one that went really
like where
viral
and
was the Piccolo comeback.
Yeah.
I
I
saw
remember
the
that
guy
one.
using Trunks. That was the one that got like, it's got like almost
okay, gotcha,
100K views now, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
nutty.
like, I just remember going back to it one day, and it's like 79K
Yep.
views, and I'm like, fucking, my boy went viral. Holy shit, where did this happen?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I think it's just funny of like looking back on that fucking video. Like at first it was like, yeah, like I'm so cool for a little while, and then I look back now and I'm like, oh my god, it was fucking horrible. Like I'm doing like all the wrong combos and shit. I'm like, why would I ever do this? It's like, oh jeez, it's like embarrassing now. I don't know.
Fame comes with a price, Spency.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alrighty. And with that,
Good podcast.
what do we always say?
I don't know.
Oh, wait. Actually, yeah, before we get into this.
Spencer, are you serious?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think.
It's alright.
We say, what do we always say? And then all of us say, don't get eliminated. Like the
Oh, okay.
MXC. Yeah. Alright.
You were talking about listening to the last podcast.
I know, right? That's what I was.
I forgot I forgot what you said. I remember you all say something. I was like, I don't remember what they say though. I'll just probably like.
Alrighty then.
All right, gentlemen. What do we always say?
Don't
get eliminated.
Eliminated!
There you go. Okay.
Okay.
Take care, friends.
Thank you, pero